Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about my dad, Tom Leonard's missing persons case. Okay, so let's just jump right into my dad's case for those of you who don't know about it. My dad, Tom Leonard, was born in 1965 to parents Hannah and Les Leonard. He was born in Quesnel, British Columbia, Canada. And he was the third of 4 siblings, and he grew up with such a love for nature, the outdoors, fishing, and hunting. He was a very experienced outdoorsman, but as much as he loved the outdoors, he was definitely a family man at heart, and after every hunting trip, he was excited to come home to his wife Tammy and his 2 daughters, Miranda and Shamara Leonard. So back in 2005, Tom was awarded a limited entry sheep hunt in Spatsizi Plateau Wilderness Provincial Park. And this was like a dream hunt for Tom. He was very, very excited, and he trained for months before his hunt. If you guys don't know what Spatsizi Plateau Wilderness Provincial Park is, it's one of the largest provincial parks in all of Canada. It is around 675,000 hectares large, and it is full with beautiful mountain ranges and rugged terrain. The last photo ever taken of Tom was taken on a family camping trip 2 weeks before his hunt to Spatsizi. On the morning of September 10th, 2005 in Quesnel, British Columbia, Tom packed up his gear into his 1997 black GM truck with his red Honda quad in the back and headed en route to Spatsizi. Tom shortly stopped in Smithers to pick up some more gear on his way. He then headed to Tatoga Lake Resort, where he spent the night in a cabin. On September 11, 2005, Tom got in his truck, leaving the cabin, and drove 51 kilometers down to the Eagle Nest Trailhead. There he parked his truck, signed in, and this was the last known whereabouts of Tom. Family and friends state that Tom's plan was that he was going to hike in, do a 10-day hunt, loop around, and come back to his truck, where he had the other 10 days worth of food waiting. He did not say which loop he was planning on doing, just that he was thinking of doing a loop before heading back to his truck to get more food. In a note left for his wife Tammy, Tom did state that he may come back to his truck after the first initial 10 days, and he may take the food from his truck and do another 10 days in Spatsizi, or he would drive to an area where he could access a nearby lake and quad from his truck into the lake. Seeing that Spatsizi Provincial Park, it was not prohibited to use quads. On October 2nd, 2005, Tom did not return home to Quesnel from Spatsizi. This was very unlike Tom because he always, when he set a date, was there on the day or contacted Tammy. So Tammy knew that something was wrong. October 3rd, 12 o'clock midnight, while the girls were sleeping, Tammy called the RCMP, seeing that Tom had not returned home yet and was due for work in the morning and had not made any contact. October 3rd, 2 a.m. in the morning, the RCMP show up to Tammy's home in Quesnel, British Columbia. The officer tells her that he knows she's concerned, but most likely his truck probably just broke down, and they've seen many cases like this before. He said that they had contacted all of the local RCMP on the roads leading to Spatsizi, and the local patrols would be patrolling the roads, seeing if they could locate his truck. It is now the daytime of October 3rd. The RCMP have located Tom's truck at the Eagle Nest Trailhead. They drive back to Dease Lake to contact Tammy. On the phone, Tammy says, please check the truck to see if the other 10 days worth of food is in there, to see if he ever returned back to his truck. October 4th, 2005, the RCMP drive to the Eagle Nest Trailhead, where they smash the windows of Tom's truck out to find the other 10 days worth of food that was left in the truck, showing that he never returned to his truck from the first 10 days of hunting. October 4th, immediately the RCMP contact Search and Rescue, stating that they have a missing hunter, and Search and Rescue go into Spatsizi Provincial Park that day. October 5th, 2005, the Search and Rescue contact air support to help with the search. October 6th, teams arrived from Vanderhoof, Whitehorse, Smithers, Terrace, and Quesnel, and a helicopter was brought in, an RCMP helicopter from Kamloops. As of noon on October 6th, 6 to 7 teams searched for him, accompanied by an RCMP helicopter with FLIR, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like a body heat monitor. As of October 7th, there was 4 grounds teams with dog handlers and a helicopter. On the evening of October 8th, 2005, the RCMP contacted Tammy, letting her know that the search had been called off due to weather conditions. This was one of the most devastating news that Tammy could have heard. The RCMP told Tammy that a recovery operation would be conducted in the spring with weather conditions permitting. After 4 days of searching for Tom Leonard in Spatsizi Provincial Park, all RCMP and search and rescue pulled out due to weather conditions. In late June 2006, an extensive 1-week voluntary search was done by family and friends. 31 individuals volunteered their time to come and search for Tom. They went out in groups of 3 or 4, and they were positioned in different areas of the park. Even though this search was voluntary, we had a lot of very qualified volunteers, including conservation officers, first responders, guide outfitters, and a cadaver dog. The groups searched various different areas of the park, but due to poor weather conditions, it affected the search. In mid-July 2006, the RCMP had planned a 5-day air search. However, the RCMP could only do 1 day. And again, nothing was found. A quote from Tom's father-in-law states that everything he had with him was camo or earth-colored, including his tent, so it would be very hard to see from the sky. In August 2007, Tom's father-in-law and another family member went into Spatsizi to check out a specific area, but unfortunately nothing was found. In July 2008, Tom's father-in-law and other family members went into Spatsizi again to check out a specific area, but again nothing was found. It was a long time between 2008 and 2013 before we had any leads. A hunter was hunting in 2013 in Spatsizi and stumbled upon an old camp in the Rams Creek area. He said that he found a brown tent with a pair of blue jeans and a white t-shirt. He said it looked like they had been there for many years. The hunter did not connect this camp to possibly being Tom's until 2017, when he read a plea from Tammy, Tom's wife, on social media. At that time, the hunter reported his findings to the guy who had shared Tammy's post. The guy then stated that he would get the information back to the family. Unfortunately, the information was never passed on to the family or the RCMP. Fortunately, in 2019, the same hunter saw a post from Tammy, Tom's wife, on social media. Again, he reached out to the person who shared it. Fortunately, this time it was a family member, and the information was passed on to the RCMP immediately. But due to the time frame of the RCMP being contacted, it was too late in the season for the RCMP to go in. The RCMP then contacted Tammy, letting her know that they would look into going in 2020. So then 2020, Tammy was contacted by the RCMP, letting her know that due to the road being washed out to the trailhead, they would have to be helicoptered in. Then they said due to COVID, the helicopter was unavailable. So they told Tammy they would re-look into going in 2021. In 2021, a family member contacted the RCMP in June, letting them know that if they were going in, that they had a very short window to do so before the weather turned. In June 2021, Tammy was contacted by the RCMP, letting her know that BC Parks would be going in to check out the location of the camp in early July. In the end of July, Tammy contacts the RCMP looking for an update. The RCMP informed Tammy that due to staffing issues with BC Parks, they did not go in this year, and again, maybe next year. If there is any hunters in the Spatsizi area, please keep an eye out. The known location of the camp is around where Rams Creek runs into Eagle Nest River, around 2 kilometers up. But if you are a hunter in Spatsizi, please keep an eye out anywhere. We ask you all to please share this video. We feel that due to my dad going missing in northern BC, this story has not had a lot of media coverage at all, and we need to get his story out there. Tom is the son a husband, a father, and a friend, and he deserves to have his story known so that people will continue to search for him. So please share. Again, like I said at the beginning, this park is massive and we need all the help we can get.